Welcome to Pins and Things! Today we're going to be making this adorable Valentine's candy bouquet. What you're gonna need is your favorite Valentine's candy that's in pinks and reds and anything that's Valentine-y appropriate, you know. We have a few options for cups for the base of your bouquet. All of these can be found at the dollar store, including all of this candy. What we're gonna use though today is this glass cup. You're also gonna need a hot glue gun. On this hot glue gun, I actually have a low heat setting, and I think we're gonna definitely need that today. The first thing we're gonna do is open up all of our candy hearts and stick them in here. Go ahead. Your favorite kind of candy. You have to leave that part in. So that was 12 little boxes, just $3 worth of these candies. You can also buy a big pack at another store, but they were at the dollar store, so I made it easy. Oh, smells like my childhood. Now let's start with the skewers. So what I'm gonna do is leave the pokey end on the bottom, and we're gonna take the top and take our candies and put the hot glue gun on the skewer so that any extra heat goes into the skewer and not the chocolate or the wrapper. I'm just gonna let it cool a little bit just because I don't want to melt this. Perfect! Now we're going to continue doing this with all of our different kinds of candy. And it's really not very hot. That's why the low setting is really important, I think. Candy bouquets are amazing! Just putting a glob of hot glue on the end of each sucker, and I'm actually using the pointy end on these and pushing it right into the bottom of these. The great thing about this hot glue is that it's not super hot right now. It's a low heat, so I'm actually just going to use my finger and wrap the rest of the hot glue around. Alright, now it's time to start sticking them all in and just arranging them in a beautiful way. Ta-da! It's almost done. I've got all of the different candies in here, and as I turn it, you can see I've kind of spread them out into places where I think it looks really good. And then in the front, I've got the few things that are kind of specialty items like the Skittles and this little chocolate teddy bear. When I decided to put all of these things in, I actually took out more than half of the little candy hearts just so that I wouldn't have to like crunch through the candy to get the skewers in. But now that they're in, I'm just gonna take my candy hearts and start filling them in. I just want the candy hearts to cover up the bamboo skewers for the most part, and I think they're adorable. Just to spruce it up a little bit, I'm actually going to be taking a little bit of ribbon that I just had around the house, and I'm going to be putting the ribbon around the middle, and I'm just going to hot glue it on. And I'm trying not to actually hot glue the ribbon onto the cup, but just as tight onto the cup as I can so that it can be removed and they can actually use the cup. But it's just tight on there. You can see it's pretty tight. Now that that's on there, I have a little bit of lace that I also just had around the house that I want to put over the top of that. Beautiful Valentine's Day antique-y look. So to make this little bow, I've just made a loop like this, just like that, and then crossed it over and did the exact same thing here. Just kind of the shape of the right bow. Now I'm just putting a little dab of glue here and taking my ribbon and putting it on the back. And then I'm pulling it over the front and back to the back again. And then I'm just going to tack that down right there and cut it. So that's how you make a little bow to go on the rest of your ribbon. Ta-da! So that's how it looks all finished. It's amazing and adorable. I love it. I really do. This one's adorable. And imagine when you hand it to somebody, they're going to be like, wow! That's their reaction. Make sure to subscribe if you like this video. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can see my Valentine's cake. That was cute with these little candy hearts. Also, if you want to follow my family, you can click over here on the beach house. Stay tuned for all of our Easter videos. They're coming very soon. Okay, we'll see you guys next time.